Praise the Lord. Our uncles. Lessons we learn from them. And the special relationship we can have with our uncles. Mine is the state treasurer, Uncle Mike. And right now, I just had dinner. A few moments ago, I did my video, the last one, on Jay and Kyler and Karen Wilson. Of the Community Connection in Welch, West Virginia. And them just being a complete failure to protect and care. Like a failure to protect the 7-year-old my father's sleeping with, Tom Acosta. But also, a failure in caring. Makes me so irritable when people fail to care, because caring is free and it matters. It helps the people that do it. Like I said in the video, I think last night, it's the people who are determined to not care, and then all the people that do. But let me talk about, try to kind of like have a simmer down or other way around, looking at, the situation with the Wilsons. The best way I can think of it. And here we got emergency vehicles. Out here, I never get peace. I thought about this moment, this experience with Uncle Mike, and I think this is a good story. I don't know a story, it's just a situation. And I think this is something that's very, very good to have on YouTube. I'm delighted to be publishing it now. And let's just get into it. So Uncle Mike and I lived with Tom Acosta in that 6,000 square foot house. I don't think he made us both homeless from it. But at different times, because Tom Acosta is a cruel individual at all times. But during this time, there was a neighbor, Ryan Belcher. There's Ryan Belcher and his dad lived there, and Carissa was his wife, temporary wife, and they had 3 little girls. That's 3 little girls. What you need to know about Uncle Mike and his dad were about the same age, and they were good buddies. And Ryan was an EMT, kind of a man of the woods, what have you. But I got along good with Carissa, and we would come over there. We were good. We were good pals and stuff. I'm just gonna get right here in this corner where it ain't windy. And it was windy right here. Oh well. Have some rock solid testimony here on YouTube. I know testimony is just a rock solid information from Uncle Mike. And it matters is relevant to the Wilsons. So we would come over there, and like Carissa would feed my cat when we would go out of town. Ava, the one that's my cousin Elena named her daughter Ava. But we would go there, and what you need to know about Uncle Mike is Uncle Mike was bisexual. He told other people that. He told other people about it. It did happen. He was bisexual. Okay? We just have to accept our state treasurer, Uncle Mike, was bisexual. I accepted it right away. Other people might have a long time to deal with that, but I didn't. But he's bisexual, and so him being bisexual, we would go over there. We were free friends. We would drink alcohol with Carissa and Ron, Dad. Things like that would happen. We never got too out of line. But here's what I want to tell you is Uncle Mike, was bisexual. There was no sex happening ever with Ron, Carissa, or anybody over there. But I'm telling you that he was bisexual, and then he told me, Nate, he's like, Nate, you ever go over there? Because I was gay. He's like, you ever go over there, Nate? Don't you ever, for 1 minute, don't ever put yourself in a situation where them girls and you is alone. Don't you go to that house and Ryan or Carissa, one of them not be there, and then one of them be like, I'm gonna run to the store, we watch your girl. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. And I was probably like 26 or 27 at the time. And I'm so glad Uncle Mike did that. And Ryan Belcher, I know you're gonna watch this video. Carissa watches this video. Carissa Lynn Toller, whatever she is now. Ryan's daddy. I hope you watch this video. Ron Belcher, I hope this hits you and you're like, praise Uncle Mike, or whatever. You love this family that you know, me and him. Because we never did. We never got in that situation where the three girls were ever around me and Uncle Mike. And, this is the thing. Like black people have to be more careful of things. If you're a heterosexual white person, you just accept that I'm telling you that that's true. Well, bisexual men and gay men also have to be more careful of things, like making sure we ain't never around your girls for any reason by ourselves. It's just good that we never are in that situation. And me and Mike it wasn't very hard to stay out of it. We just never let that happen. Okay? But we were always mindful, even if we had a couple beers in us, we were never gonna just be the only ones around your girls. And that was unlikely to happen. It wasn't like, you also Rod and Chris are pretty parents. I don't think that there was never a time when they were everything over there was great. But just the fact that Michael told me, don't you ever let them girls or anybody ever let your kids around. And then what my dad's doing, sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. There was a time when I was, right after I got kidnapped, last year, and I was at my friend Teresa's house in Charleston. And Teresa, me and you good buddies, you do have a bunch of kids, and your mom was there. There was a time, I want to say your mom has stepped out. I went to a neighbor's house or something, and you were out running errands. That was a time you had a whole bunch of kids, and I was in that bedroom asleep. Oh, I woke up, and they're banging on the door, and they're wanting, Nate to be out and helping them. Nate did not leave that bedroom. Nate was like, I remember what Uncle Mike said, and I was like, Mama ain't here. Wherever she is, she ain't here right now. And I waited till you got home. You were her. When y'all got back, right ever opened that door. And it just makes me mad that all you people, I'm the gay man on the other side of the country, and I'm still caring about the 7-year-old boy because I'm not going to stop. If it happened to you, you'd be the same way I am. My dad's friends with the governor and a senator, to where the governor in the 2010s would speed away from his security detail, see my dad working on the side of the road, and stop multiple times and talk to my dad without the security detail there. Somebody called me in 2024 thinking I was Tom Acosta and said, how do I get into the governor's house? Tom Acosta sleep with a 7-year-old boy. I believe that's pretty fucked up. So we're gonna have to thank Uncle Mike and him being the state treasurer that he is for giving me that information and for wisely following it. I know what's right doesn't change. What is right never changes. The New Millennium Version. And it's just astounding to me how many people work at Chick-fil-A need mental health. You are a mother and a grandmother, and you're standing by being like, I ain't gonna do nothing but complain to Nathan while his father's sleeping with a 7-year-old boy. It's pathetic. And you had a career in law enforcement, and here you are, just being a bitch. We're gonna have the Margaret Chico-Eddie challenge coming up in another video. Margaret, you've got to turn around, or you got to just get smoked out of your hole.